So this is Brittany Renner is true evil.
What's poppin', y'all? This lady, when you can really understand the mind of a woman that got dropped by Kevin Gates and went Muslim for two less than 90 days. She just did it like it was like 90-day fiance. That was the situation that she had with Kevin Gates. Put on that hijab, started talking that talk that nobody believed. Nobody actually believed that. And then she took it off as quickly as she put it on. But a lot of people have always wondered her situation with NBA player PJ Washington. She was like, oh, yeah, we were in love, this and that. And then he cheated and all of this other stuff. But people never really got to look into how Brittany Renner behaved until now. And I'm going to play you guys this clip, and it says a lot, not just about Brittany Renner, but why she is the way that she is. So I'm going to play you guys the clip right now.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. Cause that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Cause he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him. You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
Um,
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. No, it's not. No, yeah, I will. But I'm telling you right now, every single time you come here and he cries, we're gonna record that. And it's what? Hey, it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say?
I'd love to.
What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my.
If you had one, maybe I would.
huh?
I would.
What you looking at?
That's on my way. bitch.
Get your out my driveway, ho.
Shit.
You don't pay for it either. $170,000 to your hoe, but
Is
$11,000.
PJ Washington a basketball player? Does he play in the NBA? Cause that name sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar.
Your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 for that bill. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
So here, this is just appalling to listen to. It's moronic to see that this sounds like her mother, her and her mother. And when you hear the way her mother talks, she's talking about like, oh, I would S your D you were if you were a real man. And you're like, yo, this is your grandchild's father. What are you doing? But just the way that she talks, you can understand where Brittany Renner came from. Brittany Renner makes so much sense now. And PJ Washington, he just responds to this saying God is good because he knows that this works in his favor. I don't know why those two morons thought that this was going to be a bad idea. So like the baby's crying because he's always in that environment. The majority of the time, he's with the mom, Brittany Renner in this case, and with her mom. And Brittany Renner's living with her mom, so or maybe she has her mom helping her out. I don't want to do the whole Brittany Renner's broke thing, although she is running those Fashion Nova things up. Maybe that's also why she took the hijab off. They didn't have enough of a line for her to promote that stuff. They said take that off and put the hoe fits back on because we need to sell, or you're going to need to sell some product if you want to keep getting these checks. Because where else is Brittany Renner going to get a consistent check from? And this is the crazy thing too. So the baby, he's crying. And you got to give some respect to PJ Washington for dealing with these people and still hanging out with that kid. Like I told y'all, like me personally, yeah, there some of my kids I don't even see. Those runts are going to have to be raised without me because I'm not dealing with their mother. It is what it is. But PJ Washington, he's trying to be a father. And you got to say, how do you expect a PJ Washington who is an NBA player, it's in their job to go to different cities, to be at practice. You expect them to just come home at 4:30 p.m. or 5:30, 6:30, whatever time, and just be there kicking it with the kid every single evening? Like, come on now. That's ridiculous. And also, a big shout out to PJ Washington's wife, Alicia. And keep in mind, So PJ Washington, she wanted to describe him as, oh, this guy's just a playboy. He's just a F-boy. You know, he just
I was gonna say, please, not in front of the child.
used me. Keep in mind, she was older than PJ Washington. And the narrative around Brittany Renner, which came from a video clip that she put out years ago on like, yo, this is how you trap an athlete. And then she went to either it was University of Kentucky or University of Kansas. And she was like, yeah, you know, I'm on the hunt for the athletes that are going to be drafted real soon. So she got a lot of hate for that. And then she's like, I can't believe I got so much hate for that video. Because people are like, yo, PJ Washington's significantly younger than you. You're a lot more experienced than he is in the industry with, quote-unquote, successful guys that make a lot of money and are famous. You wrote a book about all that, and he still decided to be with you, and then you try to act like you got played out of the situation. So if PJ Washington went through that whole situation, had a kid with her, and then dipped off or was cheating or whatever, why would he get married in like less than 2 years after? To his wife, his current wife, named Alicia Chanel. They're also hating on in this clip where they talk about, oh man, she's like $100,000 to your hoe. You're kidding me. And this tweet sums it up perfectly. He says, $100,000 to your hoe? You mean his wife? He proposed and legally married at the altar and took vows with. So if PJ Washington wanted to just be going around, why would he marry this chick? It doesn't make sense. And you can see that she's trying to hold the situation down because she's dealing with this ungrateful individual. And ungrateful as in Brittany Renner. And keep in mind, he got kids with her now too. Although we can't all the way give full credit to this lady because I believe she came into the situation with Alicia Chanel came into the situation with a child of her own, and then her and PJ Washington have a kid together. So this is, if you want to use the word mixed family, this is quite a mixed family. And PJ Washington is no star. I mean, the guy is, you know, he's chilling. He's still in the NBA. I think he's on Dallas right now. Keep in mind, Dallas, New Jersey is where, yeah, it's definitely Northeast, but I'm almost certain it's New Jersey where Brittany Renner is staying at and where his kid is staying at. And he don't got to raise that kid. Let's keep it a buck. Now, some people say, no, you got to do what you can for your kid. All right, do what you can for your health, too. You're going to die 25 years earlier because you were dealing with that baby mama, and your kid's going to have 25 years less of you. Whereas if you just waited until the kid was 18, then you would have more years, and the kid would come to realize that Brittany Renner was a kook nut anyway. But, hey, he's the one that chose that as well. And we got to see how the situation develops. So it's one big mixed family here, but let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Is Brittany Renner, I just think this is such vitriol coming out of Brittany Renner, and I can understand her frustration, but I do not co-sign it, I do not support it, and I would not even say it's justified. I do understand it, though, because she's looking at it like, yo, I'm getting older, I was just with Kevin Gates, ran through that situation. Brittany Renner doesn't have any lack of options, but I do think there is a frustration in her because at least if Brittany Renner had a career that was going crazy, she could, I wouldn't say the word is cope, but she could say, hey, I was focused on my career right now, or I am focused on my career right now, and this is something that I have to push forward with. But she doesn't have a career. And that is by her own choosing. Like, she could have done a podcast. She could have done anything, really. She's an entertaining individual. She's got a lot of stories, but she just chose to be lazy and to sit around and chill on Instagram. And I don't want to hear anything because Cardi B had a kid and she was still doing the most. And not the most in the sense that she was being negative or anything, but she was still active, making music. We've seen Beyonce do the same. We've seen countless people that have a lot more responsibility and a lot more demanded out of them in their career than a Brittany Renner, who have both had a kid and then kept it pushing with their career. But she's got no kid, and it's not like she's a wife or anything, which she quote-unquote tried to be for 30 days with Kevin Gates.